The whole school started running. So I walked down to see what it was, and I was asking what it was, and everyone was screaming, shouting, aliens and stuff. And then I saw these little black things running across, and they had huge heads and like big soccer ball eyes.
During break time, we were playing in the field, and then we just saw some flickering of lights near the dam, and then we just saw the silver thing. We just saw the silver thing that had just stood there, and we saw two people. One had long hair, the other one was bald, and they both had big eyes. And then all the little grade ones were all scared. They were all crying. So then the prefects and I went to the teacher to go and tell them about this. But they didn't believe us.
Here is Liesel Pillai. She's a real darling, very bright, 13-years-old young girl. And she is drawing it so precisely. She says, I can't draw the feet of the being because the feet I couldn't see. They're on the grass. This gives you an idea that they are not confabulating. Of course, you could draw the feet, but no. She said, I can't draw the feet. I couldn't see them because the grass was covering the feet. Which is logical.
I didn't see his feet. I didn't see this part here.
She's not drawing it.
I didn't see his fingers. All I know.
Well, when they came, I thought they were crazy.
Was this the first thing you saw?
I thought they were crazy just coming to our school doing nothing. And all I saw was something like silver coming down, and I said, what must that be? And everybody's crowding it. I must go crowd too. And then I went and I started crowding, and everybody, then more people came and more. And then I said, hey, I can't see anymore. Come on, somebody, I'm short. Come on. And then I went to the front and I started seeing more of them, and then I just ran away.
The day before the spaceship came, my friends and I were sitting in the playground, and one of my friends, her name Emily, she looked up into the sky and she said, oh, there's a UFO. She said, and I looked at it and she said, no, just kidding, it's an aeroplane. And we looked up and I thought to myself, that can't be an airplane because it was very shiny. It looked kind of like a cigarette, you know. It was a long thing, and then on the end it was all shiny. And so I said, maybe it is a UFO. So we were all kind of like getting scared now. And then the day that it happened, then we started thinking, yeah, there must have been a UFO in the sky. Because my brother also saw it, but he's left the school now.
Mm-hmm. You saw one UFO that's surrounded by little ones?
Yeah, one big one. One spaceship.
Yeah?
Little ones around.
Yeah, let me see. Let me see your drawing. One big one?
One big ship and then small ones surrounding it with there were lights.
Yeah.
Surrounding the ship.
Like Sean's, huh? This is Sean's drawing.
Yes. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. And, okay, one landed, the big one landed, and the two aliens came out.
Yes.
And what happened with the little ones?
The little ones, they were just flowing around in the air. They didn't touch the ground. They didn't touch the ground. In the air next to them.
And these made the silver lights?
Yeah. They were making different color lights, like green, red.
Flash to green, then they'd go to blue,
and then purple.
Yeah, purple and red. But it was like it was going like each one to each one, but quickly.
Yeah, like they'll go there and then it'll vanish, and then it'll go there and vanish, and then vanish.
Oh, really?
But going quickly.
You came home and you told your parents?
Yes. Some of them didn't believe us. My mom didn't believe me.
Your mom didn't believe you?
My mom also. She didn't believe me.
Is that hard? Because if you see something and nobody believes you, what happens?
Well, yeah, you feel sad.
You start to think as if it wasn't true. Yeah. And people say to you, no, it wasn't true, so you think it wasn't true.
Then you think that you're mad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And after that, you get all upset.
Yeah, and everyone starts teasing.
And my friends over the road, when I go there and I tell them about it, they just say, oh, he believes in aliens, oh, he's stupid.
Yeah. I think they came here to try and warn us that the children because we're young.
We've got a long time.
We've got a long time till we die. To warn us that when we're older, there's something going to happen to the earth.
Yeah, and not to pollute. Because we're young, we can still prevent it.
Yeah.
Something scared you, is that right?
Yes.
What scared you?
The noise.
What noise?
The noise that we heard in the air.
You heard a noise in the air? What was it like? Like a roar or a buzz or a hum or what kind of a noise?
It was like someone was blowing a flute. It was scary myself.
It was scary because you saw something yourself?
Yes. I saw a little object hovering. It was quite big actually, and then there was little ones all around it. We saw something silver, and then we quickly ran to the logs, and we saw a silver thing, and we saw a man standing next to it.
What did it feel like when he was looking at you?
I felt scared.
It felt scared? What was scary about it?
Well, I felt scared because I've never seen such a person like that before.
Did you see the eyes? What did they look like?
They were going like that.
Where was the pointy part? Was the pointy part in here or was the pointy part out there? Up there.
They came running up here in such a panic. And I mean, even if we had staged it, they could not have run all together like that. Even if we practiced it, I don't know how many times. That they came up here like a living snake. And they just came, we were in a staff meeting and we just heard them screaming, ah, and then they were here, you know, and a child can't make that up.
So both of them were running. One was running in the trees and the other one was running across the ship. Because there were also trees here.
The eyes were like more pointed as they came in toward the center of the head, is that?
No, more circular. And this was all black in here.
All black. Now you've made pupils. Did they actually have pupils or black?
White.
What?
The pupils were white like that.
You saw white in the center?
Yes, like that.
Was he near the silver object or was he far from it?
No, on top.
On top of the silver object. Okay. And did you look at him?
Yes.
Did he look at you?
Yes, then he gave me the creeps, then I stopped looking
Gave you
at
the
him.
creeps.
What I thought was maybe the world's going to end. Maybe they're telling us the world's going to end.
Why do you think they might want us to be scared?
Because we don't look after the planet, the area properly.
How did those thoughts come to you? Did they come to you from the craft or from
the man?
Did the man say those things to you? How did he get that across to you?
Well, he never said anything. It's just that the face is the eyes.
What was the sense you got from those eyes?
He was interested.
They describe these experiences or these events like a person talks about something that has happened to them. And when you're talking with a psychotic who's telling you something and it's a delusion and you feel that it really didn't happen, I can tell. I mean, I know this is something that a person wants me to believe, or they're frightened, or they're distorting reality in some way. There's nothing like that here. These are people of sound mind, by and large, telling me something that's they know that I might think they're crazy, and so they're a little concerned about telling me, and they're very full of questioning themselves and doubt, and I mean and then they describe something very real and intense, a light or something happened to their body, or it's the whole quality of the way they talk about it is the way a person talks about experience that happened to them.
All of a sudden, it was just like imaging going through my head of a message, trying a communication. I described it as like a telepathic communication. There was no talking.
I remember being very captivated by the eyes, and in that moment, however long it was, because I have no idea of the time frame, it was mesmerizing. It was absolutely captivating.
As soon as I saw it, I knew that this was something from another planet or something from out of this worldly space.
People need to know there is something else out there.
This is where it happened. This is where it really ended.
I didn't want to deal with
deal with it.
Coming here and remembering all this stuff. So 20 years later,
we still have the same story.
I don't care if people think I'm crazy. I really don't.
It happened.
They do exist. Like I say, I'm a Christian in my beliefs, my core beliefs, but that doesn't mean to say that I think there's no other types of forms of life that exist in the universe.
I don't think we need to worry. I think we're just curious, just, fascinated by other beings in the universe. I think we would be doing the same if we had the technology.
It taught me to never doubt myself. We're taught to believe as a society that, oh, only these things can happen because this is what it has been. But you have to have an open mind. This experience has taught me that.
If there was one experience I'd like to relive, it would be that particular experience, where that's led me to being who I am today.
He has never stopped talking about it, and he has believed all the time that it did happen.
It's a long story, is the answer. I think the answer will come maybe in this lifetime, maybe in the next.
This is not going to end at all, for sure. It's not like it's only the beginning.
Hey, you made it to the end. Here, take a seat. I'm doing this collecting and cutting work on my free time, and the reason why is I'm convinced of its importance. We are occupying this planet at this moment, and we are building our lives on nameless heroes' achievements, who died to protect what they believe in. We would still be ruled by kings, and there would be no freedom of spirit if it wasn't for them. 82 people in 2 days is not gonna change the world, and frankly, it's not enough. If you think the content was good, consider subscribing and telling your friends about UAP Library. I get excited every time someone appreciates my work, and that keeps me going. See you on the next video.